And here we get an introduction to a younger generation of artists that Piera Ravnikar
Yeah,
put together, which we just did a book swap actually. And how did you get all these people together, and how did you pick all these people? Nina, Zek, Luca, I can't even, Zoran, yeah.
It's quite a nice number of them.
Yeah.
Actually, these are all artists, collectives I used to work with or I work with. It was the idea was actually to kind of put 1-2 generations together in a book, you know, as I feel that the younger generations, or let's say emerging artists in Slovenia, sometimes don't find the space in this time, and I thought book could be a nice documentation of time and, you know, this creative energy. So it was a very open format, interviews, photo documentation of collection of individuals who exhibited at the gallery or they're about to exhibit in the gallery. Yeah, so not linked to any certain topics, but just a very honest.
You've also chosen an editorial style which isn't academic. It's more.
It's more of a magazine format, I would say. Just, you know, teaser of, you know, about work and practice of the individual. And for someone who doesn't know much about the art scene in Ljubljana, that can be introduced to something that I found interesting and important.
You also did a series of films as well, which were on Vimeo, which worked with some of these artists here.
They're short videos, yeah, that we usually do with the solo show. Now we are preparing 2 new ones of Neven Alexowski and Ivana Bajet. Yeah, we try to do videos as well, apart from the rest of the production. The book just kind of felt like a right medium to collect something that it's, you know, belongs to my community, or you know, that we are part of. And it's a nice document that you can actually share and open and remember. It was not published with any specific reason, you know, it was really just to give space to something that needs remembering. This is Simon Kociancic. He's having an opening of the show in the end of the month.
Wow. There's something like, because I'm actually friends with half of the people in the book now, so there is something about that doesn't happen in all other art world cities.
Yeah,
everyone's very accessible.
To the Ljubljana Art Scene, I would say. This is Zoran, who actually, you know, he has a publishing. I mean, he does artist books and zines. He runs a Riso.
Does he run Riso Press in Ljubljana?
Riso Paradiso is the collective, actually. Yeah. Yes. And he runs caffeine hours, art books and zine fair every year. I don't know if you heard of. This is Helena Tahir, you know. So we did this interview in Jesenice, where she used to work. Adrian Praznik, that you talked to yesterday.
My neighbour, my literal neighbour,
yes,
2 doors down.
And his amazing paintings, huge format paintings. Yeah, so it's it feels like kind of growing up together, you know, with all these artists supporting each other.
I feel like by the end of my trip, I'm going to be friends with everyone in the book.
Yeah.
And it's written in a way that it has a sort of friendly intimacy to the style and stuff.
Yeah, we didn't want to be about the theory, not to create an academic format. It was more about, let's promote their, yes, their practice, but who they are as human beings as well, how they think, what they think, and give a bit of inspiration to people, readers, and if they want to know more about the artists, you can always Google them, research more, get into contact. But it's nothing pretentious, very honest, and yeah. This is Mina Fina, who actually designed this book. She's part of the Grupa E.
What's
Design group,
Grupa?
and Grupa E is actually the graphic design studio that's mostly covering, let's say, the design for cultural institutions, public and NGOs. But in her free time, she's a artist, mostly does art prints. Her mentor is Zora Stančić, mentor in the sense that she was part of the workshops for quite some time. This is Tina Konec, very recognizable style of depicting trees. And she had a show at the gallery 2 years ago. And this is Ada Hamza, who actually documented all these portraits and studio visits of all of them. I'm happy we did it, even though it's the book was published in 2019. It's still relevant for us. It's and it was important for us that it's in English, so actually the international community can get in touch with and learn more about the scene, the communities here in Ljubljana. So the idea was actually that these books come and goes far and wide, promotes the artists from Ljubljana, Slovenia.
So please get one for your reference library and
yeah, it's like a
get in touch with
export office.
Yeah.